Dave? Yep. Something's kind of fucking me up right now, and I need to tell you specifically about it in candid detail. Oh shit. Yeah, what's up? Not too often I get to be the sole audience to Karkat's grievances. Pfft, bullshit. You're privy way more about my grievances than basically any of my surviving and present friends by a significant margin, and you know it. Yeah, and I'm about to add another. I'm like broses up on that hill, bundled up in a long-ass list of things that make the homies upset. Lay it on me. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking about just us and our brodom. Oh, let me finish. All this time I've been fucking forced to spend in the dream bubbles made me realize something, and that's that this is kind of rare, right? What? Us? Yeah, like, there's so many thankfully dead karkats I've had the insurmountable goddamn displeasure of failing to avoid that don't like you, barely met you, or even just don't care about you. It's the rare ambivalence that really gets to me. I absolutely understand a timeline's karkat firmly deciding that they hate your ass. Non-romantically, I mean. That has been me, for fuck's sake. But there was never, ever a point where I just felt nothing about you at all. Even when I initially had the misfortune of seeing your douchebag spectacles you got from your bro on the screen, I at least had a starter dish of skewered contempt to whet my appetite. It's impossible to imagine not feeling one way or another about you. One time I mentioned you in the middle of a three-way argument and one of the other karkats said, "Who? Who?" Now that's fucked up. It is. And that's what made me first realize that not every karkat is getting to hang out with every Dave and vice versa. And this is going to sound lame as shit in a way that I'll never ever live down, but I feel bad for them about it, you know? Well, you always feel bad about, around, and towards other yous, so that's... Wait. Is or is not the nature of this moment of self-pity fueled by malice, anger, disgust, or any similar terms/phrases? I mean, for once, don't get me wrong, the malice, anger, disgust, etc. is still thoroughly permeating the whole ordeal. The day I lose contempt for my alternate selves is the day I get taken out back and put down like the lame hoof beast I've always dreamt of being, but I actually just feel sad for them, straight up, independent from terms previously mentioned. Damn. And that feels incredibly weird too. I can't even argue with them about it. It just makes me feel this shitty, shockingly quiet grief, almost, for them. General non-Trollian feelings. And exceptionally non-standard in a karkat-to-karkat conversation, as you might have guessed. But I know if I told any other emotionally constipated reflection of my own feculent inner filth to talk to you, or even just look at you one time, they'd only see it as another personal affront. Like I just told them, hey, shit all over your front and sniff it, it'll be amazing, just trust me, absolutely zero reason not to. You come up with the most potent mental images, man. You're the wordmeister of viscerally gross as hell vocab. Thank you. And like, shit, I definitely would have felt that way before I got to know you. I understand the inner machinations of those imbecilic nook stains better than anyone ever could, despite my best efforts. Karkats universally deciding that they just cannot like you on principle is a crisis of shit happenstances. The happenings are all out of whack, cosmically. Like every other me writhed our way out of the brooding caverns in the first constellation we saw peeling through the exosphere. Twinkling in the reflection of our huge red gander bulbs was a pair of shades getting covered in gasoline, followed by a constellation of a lit match. A simple equation with a very simple solution. A systemic epidemic, if you'll pardon my bullshit. It's a goddamn catastrophe sweeping the karkat population. Presidents on the headlines trying to get karkats everywhere to stop quarantining their asses and have a real heart-to-heart among themselves about the issue, but they keep isolating anyways. I still don't know what the hell a president is. You failed to describe it as anything more than a poorly selected dude Condis who does nothing productive and then he either dies or ruins everything, or some chaotic combination of the two. Well, that is exactly what it is, but wait, good point. Tragedy strikes as the karkat population reveals it doesn't generally know what a president even is, so it means jack shit to them that this dude is trying to get their attention. And Mr. President, he is getting voted the fuck out of office over this blunder. Just an embarrassing display. The public trust has plummeted off the fucking chart and cratered the damn ground like a meteor. Or he could be the 10th to die in office. You know, there was a pretty big stretch of no in-office deaths until 2009, so maybe some catch-up would be good for everyone. Are you telling me you want to make another president and then kill him? Not me, personally. I just want to be there and see it. Also, is that dream bubble fucking huge or what? Must be the size of Jupiter. Look, all I'm saying is the end of the world coincided pretty notably with a dry spell in the presidential kill-death ratio. I was tragically too busy not dying to see Obama die live on television when an errant meteor hit the White House. That was my one chance. I want to keep a comedically aloof finger on the pulse of the shit, but I do not want to be among the shit. But anyways, I guess it's my turn on the pedestal. Be my fucking guest. You know, I'm not gonna lie, if present me went back to me age 13, sipping my dubious AJ in my pre-apocalyptic lair of hell that was Texas, and told me, hey, that Greytex dude is probably gonna be your best friend if you give him a shot. Y'all could be sweet bros in real life, it'll be awesome. I mean, disregarding the fact I already doomed that guy, because I don't remember that happening to me. I'd probably be casting some wicked aspersions on that shit. Our whole friendship feels like a plot twist to my damn life story. I hear you. It's like our narratives bumped into each other hard on the street and decided, you know what, yeah, this pavement is pretty cozy, let's talk about your dad. But don't get your think pans too wrapped up in that different timeline stuff. It's think pan, singular. Nobody has more than one think pan, ever. It is a singular organ. If you would let me read a troll biology book to you one time, we'd stop bumping into this issue. Gotcha, and no, obviously. But anyways, dude, look. I'm literally a time dude, and I can tell you right now with all the sage wisdom of my nightitudes, not a good way of looking at it. I've met Daves that didn't like you either. It doesn't affect Jack or shit because those days aren't me. Like, they are in a way, but me and all those other guys spent the whole game honing down these doomed timelines to a fine point, and then that point has obviously involved a whole lot of hanging out with you. So, maybe they just missed the point while you and me were on the breaking edge of that shit. We got to the bottom line of it, so it doesn't matter, you know? Huh. And I mean, plus, I've seen a handful of alternate Daves and Karkats who get along great, apparently. So, you know. What? You know what I fucking mean, I'm not saying it. Rolling your shoulders and saying, you know, generally doesn't convey fucking anything meaningful in a conversation, Dave. I'm not a psychic. You're gonna have to tell me what you mean, in candid detail. That's besides the point anyways. The point is, it's you right here that matters overall, and you right here is chillin' with me, so that's gotta mean at least one or two things. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I really didn't think about it like that. You have to understand by now how it'd be really fucking difficult for me to wrap my think pan around the concept of me being the right version of anything. But I feel like the amount of time we spent together cumulatively in this timeline makes up for the amount of Daves and Karkats who never spent any at all. By at least tenfold. Yeah. God, who would have guessed that Karkat Vantas would get too far into his own think pan about this bullshit, right? Stop repeating the words think and pan, I get it already. Are you sure? Totally sure? Absolutely ass-fuck certain of yourself? Yes, dude. Alright, keep in mind this will be on the test later. I'm acing that shit, I swear to God you're gonna eat your damn foot. Strut pod, when I pass that shit to oblivion, you're gonna regret doubting me. Okay, Dave, then explain to me with all your sage wisdom, what is a lump squirt? And really, take your time thinking about this. God knows we've got moments of fucking plenty to spare. As the literal god of time in your local area, I sure as hell do. Go on then. Pass. Exactly. Anyways, I'm still going to go around feeling another layer of pity for those gray bulge munchers that don't get to be friends with you. Not that anything any Karkat could fucking do would ever make them deserving of it, but that's another can of dirt noodles entirely. Yeah, I feel bad for anyone who isn't buddy-buddy with David Stride too. Of course you do. I'm glad we're on the same page here. But also, any Dave who missed out on a slice of the realest homes in Paradox space is a tragedy in my eyes. Let me finish. I just don't let it get to me so much, because first of all, I've been having to not let time shit get to me this whole damn game, but also, I know I have you here, and that's what's important. Okay, not have, just how the fuck do I phrase that? I know whatever is happening with other us's, whatever shit's going down, I can wake up and watch movies with you, or hell, I can even hang with you in there if I bump into you, and that's what matters to me in this brodom. That's what I want to do. And that's some real shit I just said, feel free to co-sign it. Karkat, I meant it. Thanks. No problem.